It is currently the 26th of June 2024, and luckily summer vacation is approaching quite quickly. I have 2 days left before I take 4 weeks off during summer. And I think for the last couple of weeks, even though things is not as bad as it has been at work, I think I've come to the realization that I might have a small depression and not just something that's a sadness that is lingering. Because what I've been feeling the last couple of weeks is that it has been harder to find that sort of hit of joyful moments and that feeling of joy, which I could get easier from my family, from my friends, from my hobbies. And even though I'm not sure if this will pass on its own, I've mentioned this to a couple of close people around me. For example, my wife, so she knows how I'm feeling, that it feels like it's more than just a sadness, which it might have been before. And I think it doesn't really change that much, but it's okay to just have being able to sort of say to myself and inform at least my wife that it feels a little bit different than when I've had these moments of being low before. So for me, I think what I need to work on is mainly trying to see. I think I have to spend more time basically just looking for areas where my contribution, especially at work, has meant something, where it has changed something, where it has moved something, and look for those small goals, or not goals, but the initiatives where I've been able to make the change that I want to do with the people around me. And I think I think I've been better at doing that exercise for myself before. I have had pretty dedicated times where I've sat down, reflected on the last couple of weeks, months, and do it every other month or at least every half year, just looking back. And I'm wondering if I've lost that sort of habit of reflecting over longer periods of time, and even though I don't think that would have changed much as of right now, it's at least something that I want to start doing again to see if I'm able to set my work and my role and my person in a little bit bigger setting than what it feels just day in and day out, and hopefully that will solve something. And then for my own sake, I think this summer will be a combination of trying to figure out what I want to do moving forward, especially at work, and combined with not thinking about work at all. And then we'll see where we end up when we come back and how that feels when I'm not at a point where I feel this sort of small tendency towards having a small depression or a lingering period of sadness, because I don't believe in doing drastic change in your life when you're feeling down. At least that's what I'm trying to tell my children. So if I'm gonna tell them don't quit after a bad training or something, then I have to try and do that myself as well. So I'm not gonna take large decisions when I'm not in a healthy place, but rather try to overcome that obstacle first and then see how I feel when we come out on the other side.